Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field, and the Sox have had a lot of luck against the Tampa Bay Rays. They've beaten them 5 of 7. You see the batting average, the runs scored. The biggest difference is the ERA at 3.05 as opposed to 5.61. The interesting part of the series, 5 games decided by 1 run, including all 3 in the first 3 games of this series. Detroit is winning big early in the game in Detroit. So the Southwest starting lineup for the Rays. It's Upton leading off, and Crawford, Longoria, Pena, Zobrist, Pat Burrell, Kapler, Hernandez behind the plate, and Jason Bartlett having a banner year playing shortstop and hitting 9. The Lowe's defensive setup and how they'll line up behind Mark Burley left to right is Quinton, Posednik, and Dye. In the infield, Beckham, Ramirez, Nixon, Fields. Castro behind the plate, and Mark Burley looking for win number 11 on the hill. He's the U.S. Cellular starting pitcher. Mark having a fine year. This is 20th start. ERA in the mid-3s. Only 26 walks in 125 innings. And as you can see, left-handed, right-handed, doesn't matter. They hit him equally the same. But he does take away a running game, and that's one of the things you have to do against Tampa. Game time conditions, 74 beautiful degrees. It's 58% humidity. The wind out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour, and it is partly sunny.
Sportsnet finale of this 4-game set and finale of this 7th game. Upton gets ready to hit, coming in hitting at 240 as there's first ball hunting, hitting, and 1.
That's what you figure that Tampa's going to do with Mark Burley. They know that he usually gets the first ball over the plate.
Here's Carl Crawford hitting at 313.
Very well is he normally will hit the ball to left or left center field against left-handers.
Goes comebacker. And that is out number 2.
They come into action today, 5.5 games in back of the Yankees.
He gone. 1, 2, 3 for Burley after a half inning of play. It's the Rays nothing, and the good guys coming to bat.
Starting lineup for the Sox. Danny Posednik leading it off and having a great year. Lexi Ramirez in the 2 spot, then Jermaine Dye, Paul Konerko. Carlos Quinton moving up in the batting order today with Gordon Beckham. Jason Nix, Ramon Castro, and Josh Fields playing first base and hitting 9. Lowe's defensive setup behind Casper left to right. Crawford, Upton, and Kapler in the infield. Longoria, Bartlett, Zobrist, and Pena. Hernandez behind the plate, and Casimir on the hill. He's a game under 500 with a high ERA.
1-2 pitch.
Quite as well. Run up and slap it to the left side.
Here's Alexei, 4 for 11 in the series, hitting at 2. Knocked in. He just missed that one. High in the left field. 2 down. So
well, I've been consistent. I'm behind everywhere we broadcast. His ERA's in the 660s.
That ball high in the left field. Off-speed pitch out in front, and that's a quick 1, 2, 3 inning. So after 1, no score.
We're going to have that first one of the year.
Just a little too far.
Just too far away. Swing at.
Once again, the payoff. High pop up. Josh, wondering. And that's out number 1.
I couldn't think of a better guy with
it.
Clayton Richard and John Danks to come in as young left-handers and talk to Burley.
Up between the Tigers and the Twins. Yes, he did. He gone. Now, that's the whole key. That's why we talk about Johnny Danks. When Johnny keeps his changeup down, he wins. When he keeps his changeup, when he has his changeup stay up, he loses. It's just about that simple. It's 2 strikes. The ball hit deep in the right center field. Jermaine, yes. It is 6 up, 6 down for Burley, and we still have no score. The 1-2 pitch. There's a nice piece of hitting right there.
Well, there's that high change you talked about.
Yep, you get it up, it's going to get hit hard.
Last night we saw Chad Bradford come on and have some back issues. Today they disabled him.
In those days, didn't get to the big leagues as early as these guys, even though he was young. And there's ball 4, so the first 2 men aboard. But Ted Williams, flatly, I mean, just no hesitation. I asked him one day, who's the best?
Which is what most teams do. This team uses Pena at first base. It was Pena who looked into the dugout, flashed the signals to the rest of the infield, and he never even offered at any of them.
No. Payoff pitch. Chases ball 4 there. That lineup turned over, make him throwing a lot of pitches. And there's a base hit. They're going to have to hold Konerko as Crawford will get it back in. So that will load him up for Josh Fields. Some contact from Josh. Even though they have 2 outs, just need him to put it in play. He's 0 for 3 in this series. I won't help him out. That ball hit deep. Way back. Crawford looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes! Yes! Grand slam homer for Josh Fields, and the Sox take a quick 4-0 lead.
I don't think Carlos Pena went out and said to him, why don't you throw one down the middle here at 3-1. That's home run number 7. RBIs 27, 28, 29, and 30 as Josh Fields gets a fastball. It's out over the plate, and he takes it out for a big early lead for Mark Burley.
Little chopper. But the damage is done. Kazmir loads him up, and Josh Fields unloads him with that grand slam. Sox lead at 4-0. 56 4 homers he's driven in 23. Gabe 7 for 32 lifetime off Mr. Burley. That's the end of the gap. Carlos, yes.
Well, first Carlos broke back and realized that ball was hit off the end of the bat and wasn't going to carry all that far, and then he went over and made the play. 7 up, 7 down.
And he's knocked in 11.
We're in 1998.
Alexei, that time, no speed. 2 down. A while. We have a moment when it's down to the big White Sox. Happy birthday to a big Sox fan up in Dryden, Ontario, Canada. And that's a can of corn into left field. So that's going to be 9 up, 9 down for Burley. And it is still 4-0 good guys. Beautiful day here in the beautiful city. And there's ball 4. So the leadoff walk. Up to left field his first trip. Hit him on the fist, pops him up. Could be trouble. Kapler coming on, makes the catch. Nice play by the 33-year-old veteran outfielder.
Had any problems laying out. This is a guy who hustles every minute he's on the field and has since the day he got into Major League Baseball. That's a fine effort there because that ball could have easily have fallen. And that's also a
Fastball back.
Seattle has added to their lead. Always good news.
2-0. And that ball hit into center field. 2 down. And here's Quentin. He walked last inning. High into center field. Ball was about a 32nd of an inch from being right over that fence. Meanwhile, we're into the 4th. It is still 4-0 White Sox.
Upton made a decision to swing at a fastball if he got it, and he got one that looked to be up and out of the strike zone. He swung anyway. The thing that makes his changeup so good is that he cuts that fastball inside.
He gone.
And now it's time for the duck. As he waddles by, we will ask you, who are the 3 players in Rays history that have driven in 100-plus runs in consecutive seasons? Good pitch after cutting that fastball in, that straight change away, and Upton had no chance.
Into left field, Carlos. 2 down. That'll bring up Longoria, who struck out on a good changeup, low and away.
Evan, and he was a shortstop that they decided to move to third base. That was in college, and certainly has adapted well.
Shot. That's 12 up, 12 down, and it is still 4-0. Good guys.
And well dressed, might I add.
Oh, sartorially. Kidding me? Struck out his first trip on a. There's a fly ball, a little semi-line drive in the left. 1 out. And that's popped up. Kepler making the call the dive, calling off Zobrist, who was standing underneath it.
Look at it. It's a flying Kaplan.
Oh, man.
Zobrist is calling for it all the way until Kepler turns it into a routine play that turns into a highlight reel catch. Yeah.
They're going to say, what in the world was Upton and Zobrist doing on that play? And that's ball 4. So here's Josh. If you missed his at bat in the 2nd inning, poof. Sox packed with Sox.
3-1 count. Got a fastball right there and hit it way out. That's the 12th home run that Kazmir's given up this year. Places him 3rd on touch over 5 innings per start. That's not real good even in this day and age, because that means your bullpen comes into play most of the time, and a lot of it has to do with
a ball high into center field. He just missed this one. Upton makes the catch. That'll retire the side. We're into the 5th. 4-0 Sox.
that batting average for Pena is almost irrelevant because they look to him to drive in runs.
And then if they do their individual thing, then collectively it works out. Early is over there like it should be. And we had a discussion about this, I don't know, last month sometime about
They're going to respond.
Exactly. That's why there's a ground ball backhanded by Alexi right over the top of Gunn in time. So Zobrist. Nice play by Alexi.
Anywhere in the 225, 200 to 225. You didn't have to be looking over your shoulder. If they swing at it, it's been an out.
He gone. That is 15 up, 15 down for Burley. Hyde 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to short. And that's fair ball right down the line. Kepler quickly gets it back in, so the leadoff double, that's his 12th two-bagger. Invariably, in this situation, last year we saw it, and this year, That'll get the job done and get the run in. Don't anybody touch it down there. You go. So back-to-back doubles, and it is 5-0.
And turns into the 5th run. This is a high fastball. And Ramirez just thinking right field all the way, slices it right down the line. You saw Pena playing well off the line.
Foul that first one back. It was almost a blueprint of the second. And he can stay on top of that second. Long look in at Hernandez by Kazmir. On the outside corner.
Runners in scoring position. Ball has been in the top 10 in the American League.
That ball hammered into left field. Crawford is there, makes the catch. That's the hang with him for Paulie.
Players in Rays history that have driven in 100+ runs in consecutive seasons. And the answer, Fred McGriff, Aubrey Huff, and Carlos Pena. One of those guys will be traded before the deadline. You figure out which one.
Off the end of the bat on the changeup. Barehanded by Zobrist. They get him. So the back-to-back doubles by Pods and Alexi puts one on the board. We'll go to the 6th, leading 5-0. Top of the 6th inning, lower third of their order as Mark Burley has retired the first 15 he has seen, Stone Pony. Nice. One out.
A good effort by Gordon because he realized he couldn't let that big hop play him, so he came in, smothered it, and made the play. Times.
Well, that's understanding the speed.
Yeah.
That's an easier transition. Nice pick right there.
This time moving to his left, but the same smother of the short hop. Again, picking out his own hop and doing a nice job of it. It's pretty much what he's done this entire series, try to pull it.
Good job by Burley coming back from the 3-0 to get in. Yes, that is 18 up, 18 down for Mark Burley. It is still 5-0 Sox. 5-0 White Sox. As that is a high pop-up. Pena. Last time up, a little flare in the right field that Gabe Kapler came charging in full layout. And that hit him. And that set up the grand slam homer by Josh Fields. That wasn't even in the vicinity of the strike zone.
It's a neighborhood call. He's got to be the loosest fellow around.
That changeup hit into left field, and that'll retire the side. We'll go to the 7th. Burley has retired everybody he has seen 18 in a row. Juan Santana offering 495 feet to left field, making it the longest home run at that time at U.S. Cellular Field. It now ranks as the 2nd longest ever to be hit at this ballpark. That's our Cabot Woodstein legendary performance. As that ball is just fouled. Thank you very much off the bat of B.J. Upton. Upton has grounded to second and struck out. There's a chopper. And that is out number 1.
Here.
Another little comeback. 2 down. So here's Evan Longoria, struck out on a good changeup in the 1st. Then he lined out hard in the 4th. to end that inning. Into right field. Jermaine Dye. Yes. 21 up, 21 down. 7th inning stretch. Burley has it going.
Tip for Casimir, who goes 6 innings. 5 runs on 5 hits. Cormier on for the 28th time. He's had a very good year. And
he has been outstanding. That hits and caroms right over. Boy, you're talking about a hang woofle. That's it. That ball was scalded right back through the middle.
1-3 put out. They're still looking at him as Sednick robbed of a base hit, but that's a very painful way to record an out.
Popped up to left his first at bat, walked in the third, and that double as there's a shot base hit. So good speed aboard. He is 12 for 15 in stolen bases. Here's Jermaine, 0 for 3 today. All 4 base hit. There goes Alexei. There's a ground ball to Hopper down to Longoria. So 2 down. And here comes Konerko. Paulie. 1 for 3, but he swung the bat well today. Last time up hit a bullet.
The Angels finally have turned it on. They've won 9 of their last 10, their last 5 in a row, and they put a little day.
There's a chopper, 1 hopper. Longoria got plenty of time, takes it, makes it, and that'll do it. We'll go to the 8th. Burley has retired everybody he has seen.
Very deep all the way around.
He gone.
Good fastball on the outside corner.
About a 28-year-old out of Eureka, Illinois. Payoff. And that's popped up. Gordon. 2 down. Scout. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive. Call your sons, call your daughters, call your friends, call your neighbors. Mark Burley has a perfect game going to the 9th. He has reached base for the Rays as the ball hit high and deep into center field. Upton is back. 1 out. 0 for 3. That ball hit into left field. Crawford. Ball got in on it just enough. And that's out number 2. So here is Nix. Got him. We will go to the 9th. Mark Burley working on a perfect game.
And Dwayne Wise has come into the game in center field.
Tapper 0 for 2. That ball hit deep into left center field. Wise back. Makes the catch!
What a play!
Dwayne Wise makes the catch! What a play by Wise! Mercy! A great catch!
It's unbelievable as Wise goes back into the wall knowing he has no room to spare. He goes up over the wall and then juggles it before corralling it. What a play by Wise.
Under the circumstances, one of the greatest catches I have ever seen in 50 years. He gone! 1 to go! Alexei! Yes! 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 History!
Perfection player of the game. Mark, describe how you feel right now.
I don't know. When I threw the no-hitter, I was surprised as can be when I do that. Perfect game. I said a no-hitter is impossible to throw, and here's a perfect game. I don't know what else to say. Unbelievable.
What was going through your mind when you saw Dwayne Wise go up for that catch to get the second out?
I was hoping it was staying in there to give him enough room to catch. I know these guys are out there trying to do everything they can to try to save the perfect game, no-hitter, whatever it is. So I was just hoping it didn't have enough distance to get out of here.
Mark, every pitcher is different, but what were you like throughout each inning in the dugout? I saw you talking a lot to
Same
the
as
guys
before.
there.
I go up and talk to people. I'm not big on when the camera goes on you and sit there and they talk about you, so I take it inside. I don't like the camera being on me, so I just walk around, talk to the guys, and if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't.
Mark, this is something that a White Sox player has not done since 1922. Can you try and wrap up what it feels like to be the player to bring this to these fans and to the stadium?
I don't know if it's really sunk in yet. You got a little short flight to Detroit. I'm sure the rest of the night will be pretty hectic, but it'll probably sink in a little bit later.
And Mark, you've thrown no-hitters before, come very close to this, but have you ever in your entire career experienced something that feels quite like this?
No. Obviously winning the World Series tops anything, but on a personal goal, and then, obviously guys playing defense, this tops them all.
All right, well, it looks like you got a lot of guys waiting for you. Hawk, Stoney, back up to you.
All right, Sarah, nice job, honey. Perfect game by Mark Buehrle and an incredible Stone Pony. The best play I have ever seen under those circumstances to save a no-hitter, and in this case, a perfect game.
8,000 some odd fans here. What a thrill today was.
And one of the benefits of this victory by the Sox, they move into a tie for first place. Going into Detroit for that doubleheader, that split doubleheader tomorrow, and then Singleton's on Saturday and Sunday. We hope you've enjoyed it. You saw some baseball history today. So for my partner, former Cy Young Award winner Steve Stone, our Hall of Fame director Jim Angio, our producer Mike Leary, our associate producer Dave Ross, of course the mayor Mean Joe Groove, Mike Mayer, Frank D'Amato, Jeff Hilbert. This is the Hawk. Hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Mark Buehrle with a perfect game.